Hi, I'm Ashley. I read the book Stiff, The Curious Lives of Human Cadavers by Mary Roach. This book is about lives about cadavers. They have surgeons practice on newly dead people, which is very morbid. This book, to be honest, is really hard to get into. When they get surgeons together in a large conference room, they put heads in like a roasting pan. The surgeons then watch a video screen that cut open the head. The skin off of cadavers are in cosmetics to get rid of wrinkles and aggrandize penises. I'm curious, but don't really want to know how people add detail to their male genitals. People will actually dig people up from the grave to dissect them. It would be kind of funny seeing someone running off with a body. Up until 1965, necrophilia wasn't a crime. In China, they aren't allowed to dissect humans, so they made up what they thought our organs did, which they were completely wrong. The Greeks even thought similar to China. In this book, they talk about Vesalius in his book De Humani Corporis Fabrica, a book about what the organs are and everything. The police can even tell right away how long someone's been dead. At the University of Tennessee, they do research about body decay. Digestive organs and lungs are the first to disintegrate. They say that the brain looks like chicken noodle soup, so every time I eat chicken noodle soup, I will most likely think about the brain being all soup-like after it pours out of the mouth and ears. Mussels are then eaten by bacteria and carnivorous beetles. Another reason I hate beetles and bugs. The people in the 19th and 18th centuries were kind of skeptical about human dissection because they didn't know what we know now. This book honestly keeps getting weirder. They actually use cadavers for testing out cars and their safety. How crazy is that? The things they catch while videotaping an x-ray thing is kind of funny. In this book, they tell you about how they have improved cars with side airbags because of testing crash dummies. Cadavers are even used to tell about how an airplane crashed. This also seems a little cuckoo, but investigators get answers. In this book, it talks about a doctor who figures out how they drove nails into Jesus. And without a brain, the body will not breathe on its own. If I were in an emergency room with someone whose heart was beating but was dead, it would really creep me out. Many people define being dead differently. I learned from this book that when the brain is cut off from its blood supply, it will slide into unconsciousness after 10 or 12 seconds. They did experiments in Paris back in 1795 for cutting off the head. This was 4 years after the guillotine replaced the noose. In Arabia, men would soak in honey so that they would only excrete honey, like when they peed and everything, it would be pure honey. They would do this to save others, and then they would shortly die after. This is really kind of nasty. I don't see why people would do this. At Colorado State University Veterinary Teaching Hospital, you'll find a walk-in refrigerator with bodies just hanging. Wouldn't this be something to find if you got lost in this college and stumbled upon this? And if you're wanting to donate your body to science, you can contact a medical school or university for research. Or you can do a web search for Willed Body Program. Okay.